You're good.
Hey guys.
Give her a hand.
I'm so excited you guys came.
Got your back, Gordon. I got your back.
Okay guys, I've been doing these products probably about 2.5, 3 weeks.
So tell them who you are on Facebook.
My name is Diane Gore. And I'm going to share this with all of you. In the past couple weeks, I lost 8 pounds. And I have actually, my mind's working better. I just have a whole lot more energy than what I had before. Before I just kind of wanted to sit around and not do anything. Now I want to get out and do stuff. I have more energy. I just feel better all around. So I wanted to share this with you guys, and I wanted to introduce you to my mentor, Cynthia Evans. She is a $1 million earner for this company. She is also an attorney. She's been an attorney for 26 years here in West Virginia.
Don't hold that against me.
And she is
Leave me your card in my keep.
she's the first person in West Virginia that has ever been on these products. So I'm going to introduce her and let her take over, and because I'm not really good in this spotlight.
Yay! She was so nervous. She's awesome. So, hey, come on in. We're just getting started.
In the corner.
Nobody just baby in the corner. So, welcome everybody, and thanks for coming, and I'm so excited for Diane because she was so because we are on Facebook Live, and so that her out of state and out of town people could also see what she's doing. And she was so nervous that she's like, do I have to do that Facebook Live? I'm like, it's no big deal, just talk like you're here, okay? So anyway, she did great, and she's been doing great, and I'm so proud of her. So, and you know, you're gonna be like sex on a stick walking out there. That's gonna be cool this summer because you can rock a bikini and everything. Woo! so we have fun, and yeah, my name's Cynthia Evans. Like I said, don't hold it against me that I'm an attorney. I'm almost retired from that anyway. But I started on the products about 7 years ago. Because I was a hot mess. I was getting cortisone injections in my knee and my shoulder every 3 months for inflammation. I weighed a whole lot more. I'm only 5 feet tall without my hooker shoes on. And so I had gained so much weight and I couldn't lose it. I was working out with a personal trainer 5 and 6 times a day, 5 and 6 times a week, not a day. And I spent like $13,000 on a trainer in a year and a half time, and could not drop a pound or an inch. And it's really not even about the pounds, it's about the inches, right? Because you don't walk around with a number on your head. Nobody knows what you weigh, but they know how you look. And I looked fat. I was, for my height and everything, I looked fat. And I was on the chart at the doctor's office for obese and all of that. I had high cholesterol. It runs in my family. Like every woman in my family has cholesterol, like between 300 and 400, like really high. And the doctors told me, you know, you could eat cardboard the rest of your life. You're still going to have to take a statin medication. So I was on Vytorin, and I'm off of that now, naturally, and which my doctors couldn't believe. And what else? So thyroid condition, had dealt with that, and I took medication for that for years, and it didn't matter. My hair was still falling out. There was all kinds of stuff going on, and that was the thing too. My hair was so thin, it was thinning, and I'm a cancer survivor, and I remember going through chemo and radiation where it just fell out in my hands and I went bald, and it kind of felt like it was starting to go through that again. So that's a whole other thing. I've had lymphoma in the past. I've been through chemo, I've been through radiation, and after that, the whole chemical makeup of my body changed, and that's when the mess started.
Non-Hodgkin's or Hodgkin's?
Hodgkin's, thank goodness.
I had non-Hodgkin's.
Did you? Well, bless you, you're here too. And so, you know, by the grace of God, we're here. But it puts your body into a complete disaster, a complete mess. And after that, you know, I didn't have bad hair days anymore. Thank God I had hair days after that. But, so, you know, I felt like that whole process aged me a lot. And it's crazy, but now I feel younger than I did then. I'm 51. And I was wearing like a size 9-10 jeans when I started this, and I'm into, these are zeros, you can check the label. And so it's pretty nuts. So I dropped the weight, I've kept it off for 7 years, got off the prescriptions, all that kind of stuff, and just feel like a new person. I haven't had any cortisone injections in my knee and my shoulder for over 7 years now. But the cool thing about this whole thing too is that when I started, I didn't really understand at all how the company worked, and they don't do any advertising. It's all word of mouth. So when you do help someone else, because everyone around us needs it. I mean, if you're breathing air, you need the products. If you are eating any kind of food from grocery stores and restaurants, you need the products. If you're drinking any water, anything, especially water, you need the products. And so when I realized that, and I just reached out and started helping people, because we're taking in all these toxins every day, and that's how I got cancer to start with. It's a buildup of toxins in your body. So I want that gone every day. I want my cells to be healthy. This helps clear down to the cellular level. In fact, since the time of the cancer, you know, I've been able to help a lot of other cancer patients who, when they do chemo and it kills all your cells, and then it takes a while for your good ones to come back, this system will help your good cells come back faster and help your good cells that are there from not becoming bad. It just really, it's kind of like when you cut an apple open and you lay it on a countertop and it's going to get turned brown, but you put lemon juice on it and it keeps it from turning brown. You know, this is your lemon juice for your cells. It's amazing. And I've never seen anything like it. So when I did find it, I jumped on it. I take, these are all the products, I'm going to tell you about them. I take every product every day, and I will never stop because I love them. I feel better. I look better. I feel younger. My skin is way better. I don't have as many wrinkles. It's just amazing stuff. So that's that. But the company, because they don't do any advertising and it's all word of mouth, when you do help someone else, they'll pay you referral fees, they'll pay you residuals, and that part of it completely changed my life as well, because my law firm was a ball and chain. I worked 100 hours a week. I couldn't get away from it. And even though it grossed a lot of money, I didn't bring home as much money as you would think, because it was all going out the door to pay employees, court reporters, expert witnesses, everything else besides me. I mean, yeah, I made a lot of money, but not nearly as much as you know, when you're bringing in several million a year through your law practice and you're spending several million a year going right back at the door, it's insane. So people just don't, if they've never owned one, they don't know. They think that you're just living the life, you know what I mean? And the stress and being through cancer, you know what stress will do to a body. And so I was kind of miserable with all of that. And so I started helping people, and the company started paying me referral fees, and every day you get paid. It's unlike any other company. You get paid every single day. And those residual incomes, that's something I couldn't do practicing law, because if I worked on a case, I got paid, and then I had to work on another case to get paid. It was just a giant hamster wheel of services. If people work for someone else, they go and they trade their time for money. You can never make more than what your boss is willing to give you, and you can't make more than 24 hours in a day. So, you know, luckily I owned it, but still I was capped out on my income, because there's still literally only 24 hours in a day to work. So this started providing a cash flow that was greater than what I could take home at the practice. And it started relieving my time. Because at the time I started this, I still have a son, but he's 21 now. He was in 9th grade then, and he was in 2 different sports, and I wanted to go to all those and wanted to be part of everything that was going on with him, and he wasn't driving yet. He didn't drive till he was 18. And so I was taking him everywhere. We have property and we have horses, and I wanted to ride my horses and wanted to spend time living life because life's too short. So so I was able to transition my practice, and now if I never want to practice law again, I don't have to. I've sold the building. I've got one big case left that I've been interviewing other attorneys to take because I don't care how big of a case it is. It's not worth my time with the energy, the expense, and everything else that it takes out of me to do those, because I sue the school boards when they rape, molest, and abuse kids. And they are very difficult cases, and the average one will last anywhere from 5 to 9 years. So without getting paid a dime while you're doing it. Yes, they'll settle for millions, but the times in between are just ridiculous. So it's very emotional, very hard, and I've done it for 26 years, and I'm ready to be retired. And so that's what this has allowed me to do. And now, where I never used to take vacations before, I mean, we owned a beach house for years down in South Carolina, could never use it because we never had time to go. And so we try to go down, you know, once a month now. We take between a long weekend or a week going places, different places. We take an average of 16 vacations a year now. And just life is so completely different than it was. So if you're looking for time freedom, if you're looking for more money, there's no income we can't match. You know, and I mean, there isn't any income we can't match. I put an income chart on the Facebook event here. You should look at it because it gives you the average incomes that you can make, and you don't stock anything and you don't retail any products. And because I never wanted to be like Mary Kay, 31, Scentsy, Pampered Chef, any of that. Even though they might be a great company and they might have great things to use, it was constant retail selling, and I don't have time for that. And so this is totally different, completely different, and you can develop that income from your home, from social media.
Something to sit on.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. No, it's okay. My phone fell off. Anybody can do this. You don't have to be a master at technology, because I'm definitely not. So anyway, I'm going to run through what we have. It's a whole health system, and it all works together, okay? But when you're looking at this, I just want you to think about some things, questions that you have. I want you to think of the questions you have, but I want you to think about your life. Like, what is it that you want that you can't get doing what you're doing right now? And how would your life be different? Like, if you're looking at this for weight loss or for pain or for energy or for something like that, how would your life be different day to day if you could control those situations and get a handle on it and feel better? And then if there's anything financially, bills you need to pay off, if there's educations you want to pay for, if there's bucket list things that you want to do that you haven't been able to do, think about those things too, because you seriously can do those here. And if you like to travel, we do free trips all over the world. I mean, we just got back. We were in Costa Rica 3 weeks ago. We were in Costa Rica completely for free. I had never been there. It's pretty cool. Come out of your villa and there's monkeys in the trees and iguanas walking across the sidewalk the size of puppies. And it was pretty darn cool. And then, it's like every January we have a free trip somewhere. We went to, we were in Cancun last January. We're leaving in 2 weeks to go on a 7-day cruise on the Royal Caribbean. And they fly you there, they put you on the ship, they give you free gifts, they pay all the gratuities on the ship, and they take you on private excursions. Amazing. In September, we were in Bora Bora. I know. It's like that was like on my bucket list too, and I had only seen it on the Travel Channel or somebody else's screensaver in an office. And so I was like, I want to go. And they take you to the Four Seasons Resort, which is the #1 honeymoon destination in the world. The little tiki huts on stilts over the water they're 5-star resorts on stilts, and they are amazing. And it's a $26,000 vacation that you get to go for free, and you get to take whoever you want. So we've been to the Atlantis Resort in Dubai. I had never known anyone that had been to Dubai besides reading it in People magazine where the movie stars go. And we've been there, and now literally hundreds of people on my business team have been there too. And it was really cool. We did sandboarding, like a snowboard, but up on the dunes. We did 4x4 riding with these professional drivers in the dunes, and I rode a camel. I was like, you know, it was fun. It really was. That was like really cool. We did these things. They call their rivers there, like our rivers, they call them creeks. Which our creeks are the little things behind the tree, right? But they call them a creek. And we took a teak wood boat out there with a catered lunch and a party and down the creek. And we did all kinds of really cool stuff, not just stay at the resort, which was awesome enough, but they take you on all these other free things. So very, very, very cool. They took us to like a authentic Middle Eastern party kind of thing. It was a sunset, champagne toast at sunset, and then down into this camp area thing that was really cool. Big tents with all of the different tapestries and food, like overflowing of food and wine. The grapes there, like the size of ping pong balls. It's insane. All the food, all the drinks, hookah. You know, I was like, saw this hookah, and I'm like, well, when in Rome, I'm gonna try this. So did the hookah. They had the belly dancers, and they had the henna tattoo people there. You know, just all kinds. I mean, just crazy things. I mean, I even had to like go gaga over the belly dancers. Like, how do they move? I mean, the woman was gorgeous. I'm like, yeah, that's going on my vision board. I want to look like that. But so, I mean, it was truly just different experiences that you don't get to do other places, and they try to strive to give you bucket list experiences because they know, like, hey, let's plan a family vacation. Let's go to Dubai. When does anyone ever say that? Like, never, right? So they make it possible so you get to do things you would never have thought about doing, which is amazing. So, all right, so this is the system. And it's in this cute little red basket. We just had Valentine's Day, so I was like showing people this for Valentine's Day. But, okay, so I'm just going to kind of run through it. First of all, it's a whole health and nutrition system. It is not a diet, and they are not diet products. So take away the misconception that people have that you're going to go on a diet and you're going to starve yourself because you're going to eat so much food you won't be able to eat it all, okay? You're going to eat. I'm a total pig. I love food. Nothing for me to go through Wendy's and get a triple cheeseburger with no bun and extra mayonnaise and eat it and I'll still lose weight. So that's what I do. So it's very, you can do it anywhere. You can eat anything anywhere. You can tweak little things to you. Of course, I do like for people to eat clean and eat organic and not go through the drive-thrus, but we all know life happens, stuff's going to happen. So when it does, we'll tell you what to get there that you'll be like full as a cow, but you won't, you won't be fat. So,
McDonald's, you just go stop there.
But really, I am a big promoter of eating clean, eating organic, all of that. So I shop in the organic section of Kroger's. I buy organic meat. I buy anything organic that I possibly can because I think, I'm not about the chemicals. So, but, all right, so first of all, let's just talk about this little thing. This is, did it break? It didn't break. This is Global Blend. Okay, this is amazing. This is like youth in a bottle. It's going to help with. Okay, let me just lay this out here. Everything you see has about 10 different health benefits. So I'm just going to go over a few of them. But the longer that you're on the products, you're going to notice more things and more things and more things that it helps with. So this is made. It's made with 22 different superfruits from all over the world. And it's incredible. It tastes great. It's a juice, and it comes in the juice formula. It comes in a freeze-dried formula that you can scoop out. It even comes in another freeze-dried formula that is in these little convenient things that you can take with you, throw in your purse, put it on an airplane, whatever. So they're called Zip Sticks, and this is Global Blend. So Global Blend, made from 22 different superfruits from all around the world. It's going to help you boost your immunity. It's going to help you clear down at the cellular level, like we were talking about how you do the cut open an apple, and it helps with that. This is going to help with stabilizing blood sugars. So if you know anyone who's diabetic, it's going to help with that a lot. This also has something in it called xanthones, which is amazing. That's a natural anti-inflammatory. So if you know anyone who takes Advil on a daily basis or some kind of anti-inflammatory, they can get off of that and do something natural that's not going to harm their liver like Advil would. It helps. So it helps with inflammation. That's why I didn't need to get a total knee replacement like the doctor told me I was going to have to, and it's why I don't have any cortisone injections anymore. This also has 2,000 grams of high-grade aloe vera in it, which is great for healing. So when I had a full-blown hysterectomy and they took everything out of me, this made me heal so much faster because I had the old-fashioned kind where they cut you from hip bone to hip bone, and made me heal so much faster. The combination of all these products also took away all my symptoms of menopause. No more hot flashes, no more night sweats. There you go. All of that gone. So this is amazing stuff.
Crazies right across the top of my
See, I was like, oh, and not now. I don't have any of that anymore. So very, very good stuff here. Oh, nobody in the family's been sick for 7 years. Your kids, she needs to be on this. I started giving Connor a tall shot glass of this every morning before school. He never, ever picked up any of that crap that goes around at school. Never. And he ran cross country, and whenever all the cross country guys got sick, they all came to our house and said, give us some of that juice. So it really was working. It tastes fantastic. You'll have to hide it up on the top shelf of the refrigerator, or they'll just drink the whole bottle at once because it tastes so good. All right, so that's that. That's all one product, okay, even though it comes in 3 different forms. Okay, let's talk about another health thing. Action, not action, even though it's spelled that way. This is a super cool product. It's the only one on the market that it's a multi-nutrient. People want to mistakenly call it a multivitamin. It is so much more. It's got all your multivitamins, your multiminerals, your probiotics, your natural enzymes, omega fatty acids, super greens, whole foods, everything. So when your kids go out and they eat ramen noodles and pizza and eat like crap when they're teenagers and young adults, as long as they're taking this, they're going to get everything they need. And it's the only one on the market that has what they call bilayer technology. One side's yellow, one side's green. Most people don't know that your body can only absorb up to 4 hours of nutrients at a time. That's it. And so that's why when you go to GNC and you take a handful of stuff and then you start peeing neon green and yellow. That's not a cool side effect. That is your investment going right into the toilet. Okay? It's not going to happen with this. One side of this is going to absorb into your body right away. The other side is going to be like a constant IV drip of nutrients for the next 20 hours. So you have like 24/7 nutrients going in your body, which is feeding your body for the first time in years. Because our food is so loaded with crap, so many GMOs, so many preservatives, so many chemicals, so much garbage, and no digestive enzymes. So this has digestive enzymes in it, which makes it work, makes your body absorb it. If you take products that do not have digestive enzymes in them, you might as well just take your money and throw it in the toilet because you're doing the same thing. It will not work in your body. It can't be absorbed. There's people that used to take Centrum vitamins. They literally just might as well pour it in the toilet. It's doing the same thing. It's passing right through their body and it's never being absorbed. So this is the only one like this on the market. There are some other multivitamins on the market that have an AM and a PM formula because they recognize that you can't get it all in your body at once. This one you don't have to take it in the morning and at night. You just take 2 in the morning, you're done for the whole day. So it's really, really good. This is custom made to go with everything else. So if you're looking to lose weight, you're going to lose more weight. If you're looking for whatever. And the reason this helps so much with weight loss is because most people who are heavy, they are the most malnutritioned of all because their body is saying, feed me, feed me. So they feed it. And they're never full because their body is still hungry saying, feed me, because they're never getting nutrients. They're just getting crap. And the more toxins that go in our body, the more that traps fat and it traps disease and it doesn't come out. And it doesn't matter. You could starve yourself and you could work out 24 hours a day. So those negative spouses that go, honey, you don't need that stuff. All you need to do is scoot away from the table and exercise a little bit. They could not be more wrong, okay? Because it slows down your metabolism if you don't eat very much. And it also, if you're taking in these toxins from breathing, drinking, eating, you are trapping more fat. So you might lose muscle tone when you starve yourself, but then you look terrible. You know what I mean? So we don't want you to lose muscle tone. We want you to lose fat. So when your body gets whole nutrition in it, then it stops saying, feed me. You're naturally going to eat less. Your cravings are going to go away. When you do crave stuff, you're going to start craving good stuff because that's what your body's been used to being fed, is good stuff. So first time that happened to me, I was sitting in Nashville in a hotel, and all of a sudden I started craving spinach. And I was like, what? What? And I called room service and got spinach. I mean, it was like, okay, I was used to getting all the super greens in my body, and I wasn't getting it. And so I started craving it. So it really works. Okay, so this one, I'm just going to go through some different color ones here. This one, called XR2, this was created to be a rest and relaxation product because most people, one of the big things that people try to get over the counter is sleep aid and all that kind of stuff. So that's what it was created for, but let me tell you, it does more than that. And this is what I mean by the longer people are on the products, the more they discover. So if you take it after dinner or before bed, it's going to help you sleep better. But if you take it during the day, it's going to help with stress and anxiety. And it's all natural. Even the blue.
You have to give up a
Yeah.
Xanax.
Oh, don't tell me you're on that. Listen, I have a Xanax story. My mother-in-law was on Xanax, and they don't tell you. Number one, you get really addicted to that. But number two, if
I may take it when needed, but
that's what she said.
I really
But it causes every day. Every day. But it causes you to hallucinate. And what happened to my mother-in-law? Yeah.
There's the reason.
Yeah, there we go. But listen to this story. So she was at our beach house on the second story, and she truly thought witches were chasing her. And she was running away from the witches, and she ran right off the second story balcony and ended up on life support. And in the hospital, the doctor said, this was your Xanax, but you can't do anything about it. It's listed right in there in the side effects. We told you this. You shouldn't have taken it. You shouldn't have taken it. There's the doctor's giving it. Sorry, take it, but you shouldn't take it. It's like, really? So I try to always help people, and I tell people never stop at cold turkey. Wean yourself off so you don't have all those, scary, death-driven, kind of things. But this will help people get off of that kind of stuff naturally. Even this color of it, it's not a chemical blue dye. It's made from spirulina, which is like a seaweed, a green, like green blue, and that's how we made that color. So it's really just good stuff. And so also, if you are stressed out and have anxiety, that causes your cortisol levels to shoot up sky high, and that causes belly fat. And so when your cortisol, that's me. So that was my worst. It was my worst area. And so when I started taking this, I started losing inches off my stomach because it was like shrinking those cortisol levels, getting rid of the stress. So that was amazing. If you got an inner tube, you live in a stressed world.
I take that at night, just at night.
You do?
Yeah, I didn't
got
need
the
to
tractor
take it
fire.
during the day.
Yeah, you take two of them at night for sleep. But if you want to take it during the day, just take one during the day, whenever. And so I take it in the morning and just, I just take it because I know it shrinks my belly fat. So I love it. Shrink away. Okay, so Zing. This is legal crack. I'll just say. No, this is amazing stuff. It's called Zing, even though it's with an X. It's not whatever it is. But this does a lot of different things. It's like sunshine in a bottle. Some people call it the happy pill because it boosts up your serotonin level. So that's another reason people are able to get off antidepressants. They combine this and this together. And like, ooh, you feel fabulous. If you have mood swings from menopause, it's like, you feel fabulous. Yeah, it's amazing. So you're going to boost up your serotonin level. It also helps with mental focus and clarity. Oh, which here's another thing. I know. So let me go back to this one for a second because. Let me go back to this one because how many people know someone or you have it yourself? ADD. There's adult ADD, there's kids ADD, right? Hey, it's okay. She said OCD. Okay.
Not ADD.
Well, my son has ADD. He could get lost between the car and the house. I'm just telling you. And so, you know, it is what it is. You know, a lot of people have it, and as an adult, it gets worse. Then you have adult ADD, and that messes up your life. I mean, so this helps with that as well because people that have ADD, they have anxiety because they get stressed out. I know like every time a test came around for my son, I mean, he just freaked out because he knew he was going to have a hard time focusing, so it caused more anxiety. This really helps. So my son takes 2 of these in the morning. Got him off Concerta. So seriously, I'm get you off these drugs. Okay, just say no to drugs. So get back to the sunshine in the bottle. How do you feel? But what I love about this, it helps take your cravings away. It helps suppress your appetite. So I take 2 of these in the morning, and I'm really not hungry all day. I mean, I'm really not. I have to remind myself to eat. And you know, we have like a recommended time that you take the products, but I will tell you this: when you get started with them, you'll customize it to you. So I started just taking them when I knew I needed them. So like, how many people are like me? I'm a grazer after dinner. Grazer.
All day long.
All day long? Well, my problem's after dinner. And if it's not, like, tied down, I'd be eating it. And so, you know, and if it's, like, fat stuff in the house, I'd be eating it. And I couldn't, some things I can't just have one. Who can have one Cheeto and put them down? No. You got to eat the whole damn bag. And so who could have just, like, my husband would just drive me crazy. He'd bring home ho-hos. I'd be like, ho-ho, don't bring home a ho-ho. That's like evil. And I can't just have one. I got to eat the whole box when I start. So seriously. So I don't allow that stuff in the house anymore. If I see stuff like that, it goes in the trash can. But then I still will graze on even the stuff that I can eat, like, you know, organic cheese or what. I don't care. Whatever it is. Bacon. Whatever. I'll eat it. It doesn't matter. And so this helps me with grazing. So now I take one of these before dinner. So that I'm not hungry after dinner. By the time this kicks in, it's after dinner. I've already eaten and I feel great. Now, this has a little bit of naturally occurring caffeine from the cocoa bean. So, you know, if you can eat chocolate. How many people like chocolate? Yes, chocoholic. So you can, because I get that question all the time, how much caffeine? And there's no chemical caffeine in any of the products, but there's 2 products, this one and another one I'll show you, that have a little bit of naturally occurring caffeine, either from a leaf, like tea, or from the cocoa bean, like this one. So if you can eat chocolate, you're already eating more caffeine than what's in here. If you drink coffee, you're definitely having more caffeine than what's in here. So don't worry about that. But there is a little bit of naturally occurring caffeine in here, and it's awesome. And this helps with so many different things. It helps support your thyroid. It helps with the mental clarity and focus. It helps suppress your appetite. It helps boost up your serotonin level. So right here, legal crack. Same. Okay, so then there's another product for energy that is called Spring. This one also comes in another flavor called Pineapple Fusion. This is the lemon lime. This one tastes like lemonade. Very, very good. You can add it to a bottle of water. It is perfect for children because if they play sports or anything, it's going to give them endurance. This has 0 stimulants in it. 0. So that you can get them off of Gatorade and all those chemicals because this is going to give them hydration, clear down at the cellular level. It's going to help you with energy and endurance throughout the day so you can go longer, you can do more things. If you're at a mall, you'll be able to shop till you drop, whatever. But you know, it's going to help you with that. It also helps with the mitochondria of your brain. So it helps with memory. It helps, I do a lot of special needs law, and we've had some very good testimonials from children with autism. It helps some of their symptoms, lessen some of their symptoms. We've got so many great testimonials, and we don't make medical claims. We cannot make medical claims, but we can tell you stories and testimonials. And so that's why, like, inside the Facebook event group, there's a bunch of testimonials on the wall. You can go down and scroll through that and read that and listen to the videos. And the more people you're around that are on the health system, the more testimonials you're going to hear. But you're going to hear things like Parkinson's. You're going to hear all kinds of stuff. But this is amazing. If you like to work out, which I don't work out. I probably should, but, you know, I just don't. But if you do, you should take this a half hour before you work out. It's going to help you go longer, lift more weights, do whatever you're doing, okay? Very good for kids. Tastes great. And the pineapple one, I like to add to my shake, which you can make a shake out of this. So I add the pineapple flavor to this, and it kind of tastes like a pina colada. But I use the lemon lime to adding to water, or if you like to have a cocktail, it makes a very good vodka soda. Just saying, vodka lemonade, very good. But you know, I just like to get real. There you go. Yeah, don't do margaritas; they're full of carbs. Global Blend you can add to this. So this product right here is a vanilla flavored, free amino acid blend, vanilla flavored powder. This is incredible, and I don't care how you get it in your body every day, but you need 1 to 2 scoops a day. It's going to make you shrink in size. So you can make a shake out of it, you can make a smoothie out of it, you can add it to steel cut oats. I don't, because I don't do the carbs, but you could do lots of things with this. Okay, it's very good. And it takes on the flavor of whatever you add it to. So you can add this to it, you can add this to it, you can add this to it. It tastes like key lime pie. Pineapple Fusion one makes it taste like pina colada. You could add unsweetened cocoa to it and make it taste like chocolate. You can do a lot of different things. I am lazy with mine. I simply, I don't drink the water in West Virginia, okay? Especially after our water crisis that we had 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever it's been now. So I just take a bottle of water and drink a little bit off the top and put a funnel in it and put a scoop of this in and shake it up and drink it and throw it in the trash. That's how lazy I am. Okay? So I can do it on the go. I don't have to have a blender, anything fancy. I don't even have to have a blender cup or anything else because then I have to wash my cup afterwards, okay? So this, I just throw the bottle away. So that's seriously, I'm like on the go. Yeah.
That is so
And you get, everything that I'm talking about is in this blue box here, called the Ultimate Transformation Pack. And so you get 2 of these in there because this is the first thing most people run out of, and I crave it. I mean, if I start my day every day with this. This is what I have for breakfast. And we are not into liquid diets or meal replacements, okay? This is a snack. It only has 50 calories. It only has 1 carb. And you can have it throughout the day whenever you start getting hungry or whatever. You can, if you want to add more things to it, like almond milk or coconut milk or something like that, then you could make it a meal replacement. But, you know, I drink it for breakfast for once. I'm not a big breakfast person. I'm lazy in the morning, just being honest. But, and then later on, maybe in the middle of the afternoon, after lunch, if I get hungry again, I'll have another shake. Just simple to do. I take it with me. I take all this on vacation with me. I have little secrets for how to pack different things easier. But, you know, I take this with me, and when I'm on the cruise, that's what I have for breakfast every day. I don't have the big old spread of the meal because I'm going to be in a bikini. So that's what I do. Now, these 3, okay, so this is Accelerate. This is your other one that has a little bit of naturally occurring caffeine in it from tea, okay? So, and this is going to have, this is going to help your body. It also has green coffee bean extract in it, so it's going to help with that, help your metabolism. It helps you burn more calories even when you're sitting still. It gives you a little bit of like a soft energy. None of this stuff is going to be like making you jittery or crazy. I was one of those people that I never wanted to take a pill because everything I had ever gotten from GNC made me crazy. It made me jittery and feeling like a spaz. So I was like real like, oh my gosh, what's this gonna do? When I first started taking this, I couldn't tell anything. I had to put a little dot on a piece of paper to remind myself that I took it, because it does not do any of that, okay? So, but what it does do, for me, it really suppresses my appetite. It does heat up the core of your stomach, so you're going to lose more weight in your stomach area. It's going to help with belly. Core, and these 4 products with this one, and this one together are actually called Core 4, because they are all about helping you shrink that middle section of your body, which that's what we all need. So there's Accelerate. This one, Cheat Plus. This is made from a Japanese potato root, and what it is a little capsule. What they do is granulate it, and they put it in a capsule, and when you can take this for different things, okay? So if you take it before a meal, and you drink a lot of water with it, it's going to help block 25% of all the calories that you take in, liquid or solid. So if you are going out to have cocktails, have a couple of these before you go, and 25% of those margaritas or whatever is going to be blocked, okay? And how it works, it goes into your body, it expands up to 200 times its size with liquid. So it makes you feel fuller faster, for one thing, so you're not going to eat as much. But it forms a viscous gel inside your body, and then it encapsulates those calories. It still lets the micronutrients through, but it encapsulates the calories, and so your body only it turns it to fiber, and so your body can't recognize it. Your body can't turn fiber into fat, so it doesn't recognize those calories. It's very awesome. The other thing it does is it's got phytosterols in it. That's a natural cholesterol reducer. This product here got me off my Vytorin. I took more of it than what I took, like 2 throughout the day. I took mine between meals, because if I drank water and took it between meals, I just wasn't as hungry. When I did eat, I didn't eat as much. And I knew it was lowering my cholesterol. And I didn't want to take it at the same time that I'm taking any of these other products, because it does encapsulate things. And I didn't want it to make these products not work. So I made sure I took it between everything else. And I just threw it in my purse, and whenever I thought about it, in my car when I'm driving, you know how we always have like a little tiny little catch-all right here in your car where change and everything else goes? I have a little bottle of this right there, and every time I look down and see it, I'll just like pop a couple, drink of water, stick it down. So it's just whenever you think about taking it, you can take it, and it works really well. And then this product has changed my life. This is called Flush, and I don't know about you, but I did a scan of everybody that was in my, or a question of everybody in my cancer support group. And I said, how many people in here, before you got cancer, were constipated? And 100% of my entire cancer support group raised their hand. And my oncologist, when I first got cancer, he said, how many times a day do you go to the bathroom? I said, number 1 or number 2? And he said, number 2. And I said, you mean how many times a week? I said, because maybe never in a day, maybe just once. He said, well, that's one of the reasons you have cancer. And he said, you go into your support group and you ask them how many of them have the same issue, and 100% of them did. So this is not a laxative, okay? But this is going to make your digestive system function properly for the first time. Because my oncologist told me, he said, a healthy digestive system should be going 3 to 5 times a day. And I was like, I said, what planet do you live on? I said, even my husband, who I was always jealous of, never went that often. And but I will tell you, for the last 7 years, 100%, every day, 3 to 5 times a day. And it's not anything gross. It's not like, and here I am on Facebook Live talking about poop. But everybody has, you know, a bodily function that does that, and if you don't, you die. So let's just talk about it. So it's not going to make it crazy. You're not going to have diarrhea, nothing like that. But you are going to just have, it's just a natural thing. I don't even think about it anymore. Besides the times that I talk about this product, I forget that I used to feel that way. And I would pack clothes and go on vacation. When I get there, I couldn't wear them anymore. because I was already bloated. And I wouldn't be able to go the whole week if I was out of town, and I was miserable. This is going to take the bloating out of your stomach. This is going to rid your body of toxins on a daily basis. And those toxins are going to come out through your pee. You're going to pee more. You're going to, it's going to help everything. And you think about your body. I mean, your body, your colon and everything else is the trash can of your body. And most people empty their trash in their kitchen about once a week. But they don't ever empty the trash in their body. They don't do anything about it. And so even these men who we're all jealous of that go at least once a day and twice a day, whatever, they still need this. Because if you think about your body as like take a Kroger bag and fill it up full of processed food, and you cut a hole in the bottom of that and you squeeze out the processed food every day, refill it, squeeze it out, refill it, squeeze it out over 40 years, okay, you open up the bag, there's no food in there, but what's in there? All the guck, all the way around. That's what's in our bodies. That's trapping fat, and that's trapping disease. This is why I could work out for a year and a half in the gym doing all kinds of boot camps and not lose a pound or an inch. Because my body had all these toxins in there that were stuck, and they were trapping fat. So it would not let go of the fat no matter how little I ate or how much I exercised. It would not let go of the fat. When you add this to your body, it's going to get rid of those toxins and let go of the fat. Now you've got to drink a lot of water every day, because I want you to think about water being like a river going down through your body. And once those fat particles start dropping off, they have to have somewhere to go. They're going to be like little rafts. Drop it down in that river and just flowing out when you pee. Okay? So you're going to lose your fat that way, because this is going to help, and it's going to give you like a protective coating in your colon so that stuff slides and it doesn't get stuck there anymore. And it's made to take every day. This is a daily, kind of like a daily cleanse, but it's not a colon cleanse like you see these movie stars going to spas and paying $1,200 to get like a garden hose up their butt. Nothing like that. It's just like, you know, it's not like one of those cleanses that people say, oh, you should only do that once a year, if ever, because it damages your whole, to put your whole pH off and everything. No. This was intended just to take 2 of these before you go to bed with something hot to drink. Even if it's just a glass of hot water, something hot to drink. I like herbal tea at night, and it's just kind of my wind down. And I'll have 2 of these, get some herbal teas, sit it on my nightstand, you know, answer my Facebook messages or whatever before I go to sleep, and it's just like my wind down for the night. It's just a habit. This has changed my world, because now I don't have that problem anymore. And I used to say I would pay $1,000 just to be able to poop like a man. And I meant it too. I would have. So the last 2 things in here. Okay, so everything you see here comes in this box, except for these 2. And you have to add these on because the computer doesn't know whether you are male or female. Okay, and so these are gender-specific products. Let's talk about the men first, because men go through something called menopause, whether they want to admit it or not. And I know you women are going to recognize these symptoms when I tell you. When they turn the age of 40, their testosterone level starts going down. Every year, it goes down some more, and down, down, down. Pretty soon, they are gaining weight in their stomach and look like pregnant women. Pretty soon, they don't have the muscle tone they used to have. Pretty soon, they can't keep it up as long in the bedroom. Pretty soon, they can't. They're not wanting it as often and blaming it on you. Pretty soon, they're moody as hell and blaming you for that too. So that's menopause, and they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to admit it. This is the cure for menopause. It helps their testosterone levels. It helps their libido. It helps their performance in the bedroom. It helps it all. So you should take this home tonight. Give it to your man. Okay, so
Don't even tell him they make it.
So if you don't want it, you need this one. All right. So this
No, honey, it's concreted over on
she's built the trunk wall around hers. She's not letting anybody in. Oh Lord.
That bottle.
No.
All right. So this is called Shine, and what
I'm sorry.
Your concrete needs some gloss.
And all you people out on Facebook later, like, what in the God's name is going on in that room? We got some fun people here. You just can't see them. They need to be seen. We are protecting their identity to protect the innocent. So, but anyway, Shine is amazing. This, if you are pre-menopause like you, okay, then this is going to help with PMS, it's going to help with bloating, it's going to help with mood, it's going to help with libido, all that kind of stuff. If you are post-menopause like me, and maybe some other people in this room, this is going to help you lose more weight after your hysterectomies, and it's going to help, okay, this, and we don't make medical claims, but I'm going to tell you a story so I can tell you this. When I started taking this, I was one of the people that tried this first. They said, take it. The company had not released it yet, but they had my husband and I on both of these. And so, besides all the other things that helped with menopause, I forgot to tell you this, it also helped my husband get rid of his reading glasses. Like, he was just starting to wear reading glasses. After 2 days on this, he was able to ditch those. So there's 2 ingredients in here that help with your eyes. Okay, so this one, yeah. So this one, I called the company and I said, why am I on it? It's supposed to be for, you know, PMS and stuff. And they said, well, we also had clinical studies and it's shown that women after menopause, it helps them lose weight faster. And we know you've had cancer and there's very good ingredients in here that'll help fight cancer. I'm like, that's all you had to say. So I take this every day of my life, and I won't stop taking it. And I will tell you this. Since I started taking this, I lost more weight, like inches and everything faster. And it didn't even, without even trying. I mean, just really, it just started coming off. And so it does help lose weight after menopause. I can vouch for that. So it's amazing. So those are the products in the system, in this box. This is not the biggest package of products that we have, but it's not the smallest one either. So there's all kinds of different ways to get started, but anybody who can starts with this package for 3 reasons. Number 1, it's got everything in there to try. And it's really important that you try everything because you just heard me talk about a million different things that these things do. You're going to discover more things they do for you when you're on them. And because they each have about 10 different health benefits or more, you'll never know what's going to happen until you take the combination of it. Like my sister, she's had migraine headaches her whole life. She hasn't had any now in 7 years. And it's a combination of the system. We don't know which one. It's just like all of it together took away her migraine headaches. So you really have to just try them all. There's a 100% money back guarantee for your first 30 days. So that's another reason to try them all, because your 30 days starts running from day 1 that you order your first thing. So everybody says, well, gosh, I just want to try it all in my 30 days. If I don't like something, I'll send it back. It's no big deal. And then the second reason is they bundle this together and you pay wholesale anyway. Like, I don't retail products. Diane doesn't retail products. We buy wholesale. You buy wholesale. But when you buy wholesale, you actually pay less than we pay if you start with this package, because they give you this product for free. So it's a reward for trying the whole system. And so if we logged into our back office and we ordered every single thing that's here individually, we would pay more than what you pay getting it all together. And it's free shipping. So that's pretty cool. And then the third reason is that if you want to help other people, you want to get your products paid for free, you want to earn money, you want to take free vacations, you want to go to Bora Bora, all this stuff. Well, this package here, it sets you up for life at the highest level of the referrals and the residuals and all of that. And I was one of those people that in my mind, I was thinking, okay, I'm not ever going to tell anyone about this until I get on the products and see how they work for me. And 2 things were wrong with that. Because what I've discovered now, after doing this for 7 years, people start this for all different reasons. And it might, if I was waiting on my weight loss results, I would be depriving somebody else of migraine headaches or diabetes or something that had nothing to do. Like, my weight loss or my story had nothing to do with their problems. So I wanted to focus on what they were complaining about, or maybe somebody just got laid off their job and they had their income taken away, and they're going to lose their house, they're going to lose their car. Maybe they have a child that just got diagnosed with autism, because like 1 in 15 kids is diagnosed now, and maybe they need ABA or low loss therapy or something that costs like $60 an hour that the schools always fight you and don't want to pay for, and they have to pay for it themselves as a parent. There's so many different reasons people need money. So if I would have not reached out to anybody while I waited on my results, I would have deprived everybody else for the reasons that they wanted to get started. So I always tell people, don't be selfish, don't make it about us, make it about them. Whatever is going on in their life, let's help them. So when you do that, you're automatically set up to be able to start earning those referrals and residuals and everything else. The price of this, what you pay a $50 business fee, and then you buy whatever package you want at wholesale. There's packages ranging anywhere from a couple hundred up to 1,000. This one with everything in it's about 600, and it's a complete tax deduction. It's the least expensive thing I've ever done. My coach, personal trainer was way more than that. I'll tell you what, I did physician's weight loss before. It was $1,500 to walk through the door. Then I had to spend more money every week on their food. That was a starvation diet. I actually gained weight there because my body went into starvation mode. I did Nutrisystem, which was cancer in a box, and I can just say it out loud. And I threw away 2 contractor bags full of that. There was no money back guarantee on any of that, and it didn't work, and it was toxic. Because anything you can stick on a shelf and call it lasagna for a year, really? Really? Cancer in a box. And it costs way more than this too. And then, my doctor's visits. I mean, I was paying a lot of money going and trying to get cortisone injections and doing all these doctor's visits and being on medications and all this kind of stuff. So what you'll find is if you start with that pack, you'll never spend it again. One time, you spend it once. Some of this stuff will last you a couple months. Some of it will last you a month. And you will run out of things at different times, and you will customize it for you. So you'll be able to just order what you want when you want to in individual quantities as you start running out. And there might be things you say, I don't like that one. I don't want to use that one. Or I like that one a lot and I need double that one. You know what I mean? You'll adjust it for you. My son and my husband and I, we've all taken the products for 7 years. We take them different times. We take them different amounts. We take them completely different. My son goes through this like it's candy. He tries to build lean muscle because he's thin and he's younger, and he uses 2 scoops of this in every shake, and he drinks like 4 shakes a day. Where I just drink it at breakfast, and then if I remember, I might have another one in the day, but if I don't, then it's only 1 scoop a day I'm using. So my son's using 8 scoops a day, and I'm using 1 scoop a day of this. So and this one, I take 2 in the morning, and sometimes I take another one before dinner, where my husband takes 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. He loves this. Where my son...
Do you know anybody that just takes that one at a time?
Yeah, and then as I say, then other people just take 1 in the morning, and that's it, the whole day. So if that's the case, this will last you 2 months. So it just depends what you do. Cold and flu season, we chug this stuff. Cold and flu season, we drink more of it than any other time of the year. But the rest of the year, we drink like a tall shot glass every morning. If we start coming down with a sore throat or something like that, we'll drink like an orange juice glass size. If we get feeling like, oh my gosh, it's not kicking it, we drink a whole glass, and then it kicks it out. So it's just, like I said, you're going to customize it to you. Or if you have a party and make zing-teenies out of it, you're going to use more of it. So whatever you do, But we, you'll customize it. So you just start with it, and then you'll have your own website with your own login credentials. Just like if you were ordering from Amazon. First time you order from Amazon, you set up your own account. It works the same way. So you'll have your own login stuff, and you're able to log in whenever you want to and order whatever you want. So if you decided next month, hey, I still have some of this, and I still have some of this, and I still have some of this, I still have some of this, but my husband still needs that Prime. He's out of that, and we're out of this, and we're out. You might just order what you want individually. So that's how it works. Because I don't want people to have a misconception and go, you mean I have to spend that much every month? No. And there's no certain amount you have to spend at all. If you want to spend $30, you spend $30. It's no big deal. But this is the whole system. And I'll tell you what, I've gotten over 1,200 people started. Everyone who started with the whole system, we've had 100% results that I help. And so it is. It's because anything less than this is like putting 2 wheels on a car and thinking it's going to run the same. Now, if you're looking to lose weight, you're going to drop up to 15 pounds and inches in your first 8 days. You will. You just will. Your body's holding on to crap it's got to get rid of. It's holding on to toxins. It's just holding on to stuff. You got to get rid of it. That was amazing for me. I mean, and you know, you want fast results. So that's another reason it works, because people want a little bit of instant gratification. They're not into this, let me starve myself for a month and lose 1 pound. You know, it's like, I can't do it. So when you get really, you know, some instant results happening, it makes you feel good, and you're able to, if you're able to drop a clothing size, you know, that fast, you're like, this is awesome. I'm going to keep going. And we have a chart for your first 8 days to help detox your body, reset your metabolism. After the 8 days, that's where we need to get together, because you can decide how you want to eat. There's all kinds of different eating plans or no eating plan. So you can just eat clean and take all the products every day, or you could eat high protein, low carb and take all the products every day. You could do whatever works for you. If you like Weight Watchers, have at it. Count your points. I don't like that. Because it's just, no one's going to count points the rest of their life. You know what I mean? But there's so many different ways to eat. We've got a day 9 through 30 plan if you like that. If you like doing Atkins, do that. If you like Mediterranean, do that. If you like, like I said, there's a million ways you could eat. If you like keto, do that. But you just add the products, because this is what's going to make the difference on the inside of your body, so that whatever way you do eat, you're going to get results. You're going to get them faster and better than you've ever had them. And I think that's the big difference I see too with people, is that everyone that's on the system, that stays on the system, that, you know, when they get healthy and stuff, they just continue to be healthy. It doesn't come back. And if anything, you just more shrink down. Like,
She must be in the hot tub upstairs.
Oh, the hot tub. Like gushing water. But anyway, so what kind of questions do you guys have about anything? Like how it works or anything like that?
I have a comment.
Yes.
While we were sitting here, I got paid.
Yes, you get paid every day. You get paid every day. So
Just got an email.
tell them what the products have done for you so far. This is Lydia, and she lives not too far from here.
No, just over in Belfry. I have fibromyalgia. I've had that for 5 years. I've had neck surgery, 2 herniated discs. I have 2 bulging discs. Migraines, I would have 3 or 4 a month. I've had 1 since December when I started this. And that's it.
Wow.
The pain went from 10 plus down to 3.
Wow.
I was taking 3 muscle relaxers a day. Now I'm down to 1. It's awesome.
So that's awesome.
Yes.
So, and she just started on the products not very long ago.
I thought I'd never wake up with no pain unless I was dead. But this is how the fibromyalgia works. It's just, it's going.
And she didn't really think she was going to do the business side, and then her husband started telling everybody how she felt, and then they started reaching out and saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? And so she's like, I don't know how to talk about it. I don't know. And so she would introduce them to me over the phone, and I would help her talk to them, and then she got paid the referrals. And so now she's making enough in referrals that pays for her products. So
My husband is out on a new job up in Cleveland at a plant, and he's still sending me people.
yeah, so it really is how it works. And I say it all the time, everybody around us is either fat, sick, or broke. They are. If they're overweight, you can see it. If they're on any prescription medication, then they're sick. And if they're anyone I know, they're broke. They could be broke at a low level where they're on public assistance, or they could be broke at a high level like I was. They could be bringing in, a lot, but having a lot air right back out the door. And so I'm not embarrassed at all to say I was broke at a high level. And anyone who says they're not, they're just crazy. You know what I mean? Unless they can lay in bed and make, lay in bed and have that residual income coming in that pays for every single thing, and they have no bills. You know what I mean? So I have a few friends that are doctors who they make a lot of money, and everybody thought they were doing so well, and their overhead was so high they had to sell their practices. And a lot of their patients don't even know that they sold their practices. It's expensive to do traditional business. It's very expensive. And there's nothing wrong with just being honest. The problem is people aren't honest. They've got status and they want people to think they're doing so well, and they're really not. You know, they're just full of it. So
Wait a minute.
but you can help a lot of people. You really can. You know what I mean? And even if they are doing well, it's like they still have things they want that they can't get doing what they're doing. And they still want it. I mean, you know, when the flood happened in West Virginia, how many people did you want to help? And what limited you from helping more? Money. You know what I mean? So you're able to help more. You're able to give back to the churches. You're able to do many, many things when you have extra income coming in. So anyway, that's the system. We talked about the income and all that kind of stuff. For those of you on Facebook, we're going to say so long to you guys. And you can post questions if you have any, and we'll help you get started. But like I said, there's many ways to get started. Get back with the person who invited you here so they can help you customize a package, because we don't know how much it's going to cost for you because we haven't helped you customize a package yet. So anyway, Di, you want to press finish there? I can't reach that. And then see you guys later.